Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Ace Attorney Investigations. What the hell is going on exactly here? But I guess we're gonna find out, so let's continue on. Hope that you guys are enjoying this part. They sure are taking their time. I thought this was supposed to be a 10-minute recess. Sorry to keep you losers waiting. Don't wait no longer. I won the race to find Alicia Scone, and here she is. Hello, dears. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak to me. Alicia Scone, purveyor of the most wondrous wares a pharmacist can offer, at your service. Alicia to my pals, and even Miss Delicious to some. You can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want. All right, Winnie Pooh, whatever you say. It's lovely to meet you, dearie. So much for call me the winner. Have we met before, young man? Hehehe, get a load of this, Delicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son. Well, I never. It's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy Smiles. If you must address me by my given name, just Miles will do. Oh, Greggy Pegleg's boy, and all grown up too. Make me feel my age, why don't you? It doesn't look like she aged at all in 18 years. I wonder just how old she is. Oh, Edgeworth just said it too. Eustace, I believe we have some questions for our pharmacist. Oh yeah. What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone? Why, I came to see your dear old moody, Judy, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's gonna stop me visiting her now. I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack. Oh, I didn't do much, really. Just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear old doctor. Wow, you can make an antidote just like that. Oh yes, dear. As long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. It certainly helped that the medical room was well equipped, though. We were much better off treating him here than losing vital minutes taking him to the hospital. Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him. And do you know the victim, Miss Delicious? Oh yes, well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently, he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world, or so they say. Interesting. So he's a well-known public figure. Oh yes, dear. He was on the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, they said. Wow, so the old dog really went to Zangfon, upped his game, just like he said he would. Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand. Miss Scone, are you familiar with a substance known as Infesticide Ultra? Of course, dear. Use it to, well, to get rid of, you know what's. Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in the shops. Might I ask what you mean by you know what's? The little blighters that frighten the life out of poor innocent ladies like yours truly, that's what. Ghastly little creatures running around people's nice, clean kitchens and terrorizing them. Oh, I get it. Those. Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happens when the chemicals asphyxian and ubiquium are combined? Yes. It's right there in the Infesticide Ultra instructions. Do not mix with products containing ubiquium ever. Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What was it again? Effects of inhalation include respiratory complications and, well, death. And poor old Gusty nearly didn't make it. To make that much gas, you need, probably 500 milliliters of each chemical, I'd say. She certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist. Ubiquium's awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. That's what they use it in everything. Asphyxian's more watery, and it's white in color. That will do, thank you. You are clearly well informed, Miss Scone. As well as I should be, dearie. After all, Infesticide Ultra is made by the company I work for. Oh man, she's making it really bad for herself. I don't think she's guilty. I don't think she did it, but she's making it look really bad for herself. Oh, but before you get the wrong idea, they don't go around handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully terribly dangerous. You couldn't even buy it if you wanted to. Yes, Miss Scone, very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know. Yeah, and she made it actually look worse for herself by saying you cannot buy it, because now I know what Gavel's gonna say. Gavel's gonna say she had access to it, but while others didn't. Strange, I thought she suspected Miss Scone. But something in that smile makes me wonder if she has some other angle in mind. What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report?
Yes, sir. Turns out the sculpture glass display case is open from the top.
Huh, that's rather unusual.
And the temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. The Piscus case was kept at 26 degrees. Dang near got my hand stuck to it.
We're lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case?
Yeah, they found something on the underside of the top part of the Piscus case. Traces of ubiquium.
Oh, now we're talking. That's odd. If there was ubiquium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, at 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid. It would, huh? So, how did things wind up as they are now? I think Kay might be able to help us figure out just that. Or at least Mr. Thief might. Hey, you guys are desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away. Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. But whatever, anything for the...
Overruled.
Before you get too carried away, the goddess of justice has no need of your help. We will find the truth ourselves. Youch! Why so frosty, Judge G? Your baby prosecutor just gave us the big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Oh wait, don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secret it doesn't want us finding out. I'm not required to explain myself to you. But if you feel that you are absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me that it will be worth our while to keep you around. What exactly does she have in mind here? Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation. You heard the lady smiles. Somebody opened the Piscus case and let out the gas. Considering what we've learned so far, there's only one person it could possibly be, no? Yeah, Gusto. Yes, the answer is indisputable. In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas? Carmelo Gusto. I like how Delicia Sconin still doesn't say, it doesn't say, what her age is. A British pharmacist of indeterminate age who can't resist sweet foods. Oh, she's from Britain. Okay, Carmelo Gusto.
Take that!
The victim, Carmelo Gusto, is the only person to have entered the Autumn Wing. Thus, only he could have opened the case. Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well. I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you are contributing nothing of value, you will be removed. Immediately. Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, tell me what you want to see. Let's use the data we've collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off. On it. Eek! Don't scare me like that! So this is what you were talking about. You're Mr. Thief. Let's begin by examining the Piscus sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquium frozen to the underside of the top part of the case. Yeah, which is what's keeping that lid on real tight.
The actual glass lid is all cracked though, right? Somebody really went to toe on your little house there, huh, Piscus?
And do we have any idea of how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked?
Well, it doesn't look like the outer facing side of the glass suffered any damage.
I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner facing side. And we also know that it wasn't damaged in any direct way on its outer facing surface. Thoughts?
Ice cold makes me think of the way you glare at people, sir.
Cracks. Makes me think about those deeply etched lines on your forehead. It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice cold glass from the outside will cause it to crack. Huh, well, I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place? Why, indeed. A heat-cracked glass lid, lined on its underside with frozen ubiquium. You look like the cat that got the cream, Miles Areno. You know what happened, don't you? I certainly do. And what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case. What? But you didn't even give me a chance to figure it out first. It would have been quite the wait. Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers. How did Mr. Gusto open the case? Heat cracked this. They used blowtorch. It was the glass was heated.
Take that!
The blowtorch shows signs haven't been used recently when it was found here in the autumn wing. I think it's likely that it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack. A blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case? Oh, I get it. Mr. Gusto was trying to melt the frozen ubiquium so he could open the lid. Indeed. Huh. You beat me to the answer by a second, but we'll see who wins in the end. Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue. Nuh-uh! It was Edgeworth making things hard to understand. Okay, would you mind updating the recreation so that Mr. Winter can follow along too? Sure, just for him. Just for him. Alright, here goes. Mr. Gusto was alone in the autumn wing, but why was he wanting to open this case? And while he was in here, he used this blowtorch to melt the frozen ubiquium on the other side of the lid. Uh-huh, and? As the ubiquium melted, it mixed with the asphyxiant that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto had finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. He made it as far as the fountain room, where he collapsed. So he opened the case, and out came the gas, huh? It seems we got there in the end. But why the heck a dude did he want to open the case in the first place? I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was. I'm thinking he might have come here for the same reason I did. To check out, not the autumn wing, but the winter wing. You remember, right? I thought this was where winter wing was when we first got here. Caught you out too, did it, my little edgy lumpkin? I was ever so confused. What would it be where Chillywinkin's room was all those years ago? There's even the same little tree in front of the blessed door. Who would be all at 6s and 7s, eh? Did everyone involved in the IS-7 incident make the same mistake? I think we need to go and take another look at the winter wing. Trying to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winter, I suppose. Eureka! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer. The answer to what exactly? The man who was going to end it all. Dramatic exit stage left. Sort of artsy-fartsy farewell. Have you been listening at all this whole time? At my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand exactly half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Eustace. Winter's prerogative. Winners? Oh, sure. Thanks, Cavell. Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional. Well, I am the professional here, not Eustace. In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. What is it now? Hey, I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, I had one of my underlings do it for me. That's nothing to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can't you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now, yeah? I have something more important to tell you. It's, it was Miss Delicia Scone who set up the poison gas trap. How could you say that? I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and yet you used your expertise to try to take one. I beg your pudding! How did you? I didn't know such thing! Perhaps you could explain, Mr. Winter. You bet I can. Get a load of this. This is Miss Delicious Pharmacist license. And it says right here that she's authorized to handle Infesticide Ultra. A product that we have established contains asphyxiant, one of the ingredients of our poison gas. Exactly. It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. But Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist. I didn't do it. This is all just terrible misunderstanding.
Objection!
And that's not all. There was a bottle of Infesticide Ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. Eek! That's looking really bad. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle into his pocket? No! There was only one person on the premises licensed to carry Investicide Ultra, and that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you are acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery, meaning you would have had access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap. No, dear, listen. You don't understand that Investicide Ultra was stolen from me. Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Stone. I'm not lying! Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it. What is she looking for? That's not it! That's not it! Oh, she has the tarp. That cloth looks familiar. That was the tarp that went missing 18 years ago. Oh, here we go. I knew it was in here somewhere, look. And what is this? There's something written on it, I think. April 1, complaint filed, offense, theft. Item stolen, Investicide Ultra, 1 bottle. It's a crime report relating to a theft. A what? See, you silly Billies, I told you somebody pinched it off me a week ago, no less. By which you mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today. That's exactly what I meant to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost. I always have some in my medicine bag, just in case, you know. And I'm supposed to keep my bag locked up tight, but well, I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. And now, next to that silly old me, someone's got it mixed up a cloud of poison gas with the stuff. I see. But why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around with you? Like I said, just in case, you never know when one of them might appear. You mean the ghastly little creatures that run around in people's nice, clean kitchen types of them. You could just roll up a newspaper and whack. One and done. Gavel, what do I do now? Of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report just to be safe. It can't hurt to verify Miss Scone's story after all. She may be lying to us. Good idea. Alright, I'm gonna go give the precinct a call. Don't go anywhere. So Miss Scone might not be guilty after all. Indeed, if she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicates her. So who do you think did it, Smiles? Somebody with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior, and with the time and the means to prepare. 2 factors which point to one very specific person. Oh yeah? And who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy. Who had the means to steal the Investicide Ultra and dress one room up to look like another? Judy Bound. It would be Judy. Former assistant to Samson Tangara and current owner of the Zodiac Hall Art Gallery. She loves to see. Yeah, it would be Judy. She's the owner.
Take that!
Surely only Miss Bound, the proprietor of these premises, could possibly have prepared in such a way. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory. Nonetheless. So it was her, huh? Strange. It's like he already knew. Ooh, nice shooting, Mazarino. I might have to make that associate position a permanent deal. That is not what I was hoping for. I'm back with results. The police have confirmed that the theft really was reported and logged. Which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions then. Team. You mean that every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash? No. I mean, we're only just getting started. Oh, then what's our next move? Well, first we need to go talk to Miss Bound. And then? I'll think about what to do after that. Eustace. Mr. Gusto's real destination appears to have been the Winter Wing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly. Oh yeah, we should totally do that. Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Wing.
Yes, sir.
Gavel, we're going to talk to Miss Bound. Very good, Eustace. We'll join you if you don't mind. Alright, you have your orders. Go talk to Miss Bound for me. Hey, Mr. Winter, weren't you going to talk to with Miss Bound ourselves? Weren't we going to talk with Miss Bound ourselves? Sure, but I thought, why not let the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? Means I could just sit back and wait for their report. A winning strategy. You spoiled little... Oh, he's so exhausting. I need a break. Huh? There's something in the fountain. Eek! What's in the fountain? What the hell? God, it's a body! What on earth? Order in the court. Somebody call forensics.
Bad news, sir. Real bad news. Order! I will have order, detective. The ice sculpture in the winter wing.
They're all melted. What, like 18 years ago again? Who's this? What? Huh? Say... What is the meaning of this? Now we have 2 victims? Eesh, talk about deja vu, just like 18 years ago. Even the ice is melted again. Again? This is like some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. It's happening again 18 years later. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no coinky dink. You're with me, right, Miles Areno? I am. And I think the answers lie in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane. Oh, okay. That part was really short. I guess we will we'll just keep doing it. I don't want to upload like just a 20-minute part. So I guess we'll keep doing it now here. I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case, where it's been 18 long years since. A murder at a confectionery contest, and of one of the participants, no less, Artie Frost. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was part of Salman Tangaro's chocolate tableau. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp, and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle Alicia Scone had made for the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away. 18 years ago. Oh, okay. I guess we get the cosplay for, we get the cosplay for Gregory Edgeworth now. Okay, we're here. We got, Gregory's cosplay on. So this is 18 years ago now. All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, and in no uncertain terms. So, what do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just picked, up and kicked us out. Von Karma's a total jerk. Now, Eddie. It was always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene. Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth. You can't assume that everybody aims for the same as your own. You may wish to expose a truth, but others might prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person. But what if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth? It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in such situations, to be friends to the friendless. Friends to the friendless. Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room as hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up. You're right, Mr. E. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have thought more before I opened my big mouth. Heh. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. I will, I promise. Miss Bound. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you look like you could use a little pick-me-up. I'm starting to be really suspicious of her now. I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means. Whoa, you're the best, Miss Bound. So, Fender suspected her 18 years ago, so, when Edgeworth brought her up, Fender suspected her already. Tangaro's favorite handmade by Bound, rather mishappened and incredibly sweet. Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking. And a little uniquely shaped. I'm sorry if they're not to your taste. No way, they're great. They're so sweet. Hey, you're very kind. Oh, imagine me of all people, a mediocre confectioner. What? You mean you made these yourself? Yes, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Although he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique. Mr. Tangaro sure is a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants sounds amazing.
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Oh, no, nothing at all.
Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Miss Tangerou, or Mr. Tangerou, Miss Bound. Of course. What right would I have to stay here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby. Mr. Tangerou took me in. That's right. One snowy Christmas Eve many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. Christmas Eve, when she was abandoned as a baby, but the murder happened on Christmas Eve also. Now, is that a coincidence? One snowy Christmas Eve many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life, and became the father I never had. I can never repay him, so my work for him is the least I can do, and I'll be here for him for as long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
I must be getting old. I'm welling up a little myself. And to think today is Christmas Eve, and I can't even give him his present in person. I'll do anything to save him, anything. Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it. We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the final. My, they're stunning. Aren't they? I think they're masterpieces. Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? Samson adorned them too.
Oh hey, that's Taurus and Gemini, right?
I didn't know you were keen on constellations in the zodiac, Eddie.
Oh, I love it. The stories those stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called, and the arrow and the... Hold up, the lyre doesn't have any strings.
Huh? Did Mr. Frost forget to add them? Maybe that's true. Yeah, it doesn't have any strings. That doesn't sound like something he'd forget to do.
Wait, really? But I thought you just said you didn't know him very well.
Oh, well, he didn't seem like the type. Oh, she just slipped up just now, and Eddie noticed it. It seems she's got something to hide, too. You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound? Yes, I used the instant camera here. It develops pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful.
Oh, I'd love to see it in action.
Then why don't I take your picture?
Yes, come on, Mystery. Let's get a shot of the both of us.
Well, alright then. It would be a shame to waste a good hair day.
Ready? Say cheese.
There, all done. And the picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's such a cool camera.
Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all our pictures taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame. So there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangerou used the same camera during the contest? Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' works. But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while the judging was still underway? Ah yes, Samson wanted pictures of all the entrance completed rooms. But the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work. So he asked me to put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were. In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected, so he thought there should have been more pictures. Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. So somebody was taking extra pictures. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way. But how did he really know? I went to our living area to change the film, and was passing through the fountain room on my way back, when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Samson's room. Samson, are you in here? Ah! Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember I called the police, and then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera, it's been with me ever since. I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera in this picture, Miss Bound. Of course. Here you go. Thank you. Takes photos to develop instantly. New film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining. A photo of Frost's sculptures taken by Judy Bound. Detective Bad, Miss Scone, are they done investigating? They're done with me, that's for certain. The big meanie told me to clear off. Honestly, that mannequins will be the end of me. The cheek of him. Guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene. Did he run off, you two, Detective Bad? Yeah, Von Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around. Well, Mr. Von Karma goes so far as to exclude his own lead detective. Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room. What about? About the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room. That's right, and I have to say he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to. Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment, as the guy who melted Frost's work. But is that really why Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room? Got a photo of the room right here, if you need it. It's all yours. Wait, what? Why would you just give it to us? Wait, so Gusto went into the room? The ice creations were melted 18 years ago, and then they were melted 18 years later again. And Gusto was sneaking into the rooms. Again, it's like the same thing happening. Why? Do I gotta spell it out for you, kid? I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. Detective. Really, Detective Bad? Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this. Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, then I'm not gonna play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Now can I, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad. Wow, I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E. Well, I haven't the foggiest what you're all going on about, but here's to new friends, eh? It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph. Here. This is what Frost's room... It looks exactly like... Oh, hang on, Yikes, there's nothing but a lift of his flavored ice sculptures with puddles. The floor appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I should compare this with the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this. Yeah, once that was out of the socket, the display case has lost power, and up the temperature went. Looks like they were all connected to the same power strip. Do you have any idea, when it was unplugged? Nope. Still working on that. Those sculptures were beautiful, what a waste. You can say that again, I should have taken a few more bites out of them while I had the chance. Oh my god, it's ice. So they tasted good? Did they ever? I've never tried ice is so scrumptious in all my life. Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumpy, yes, except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable. The salty bit. It's in the other photo you got there, this bit, the harpy thing. Gemini's liar. Wait, that's why it had no strings, because you ate them? I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil, I told you. It was all horrible, horrible and salty. Frost's sculptures were scrumptious, except for liar, which was salty. It's interesting that only one particular part of this, a particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. And could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone? Come to think of it, I did. There was a funny little mark on Chili Wing's work. It was 2 little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. There we go, PH. Yeah, it looked just like that. Wait a second, PH. Is this it, PH? A seal is discovered near the body. It's almost like a signature or something. Wait. I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that harp without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that. I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bound, but are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well? What? No, I barely knew him, I swear. Now she's getting nervous. Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work. No, the sculptures were so carefully made, I didn't think he'd miss something so important. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that. What makes you say that? I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions, and it shares a key feature from another piece of evidence. Well, I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So what are these two pieces of evidence of yours? Which two items point to Mr. Frost? This is the first. The seal. And now the second. The teapot. Miss Scone found two letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were a signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work. I guess not. That's right, dear. It's just like you said. Chillywing statue had the letters PH carved in them. Plain as day. PH. Shouldn't it be AF? You think so, but take a look at this. It's a seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket, and when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark. We have already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halik. From that, we can assume that these same letters would mark any item out as a piece of his work. Okay. Tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halik. A fact of which you are well aware, correct, Miss Bound? Well, yes, I know that he always marks his work with his initials like that. He never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his. You mean Paul Halik was... That's right, Detective. Artie Frost's another identity. Why did he use two identities? He was no ordinary confectioner, at least, as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact... a famed sculptor. Mr. Frost was in fact none other than the famed sculptor Paul Halik. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik were the same person? But it's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being with him, being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was. It was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright. I'll have the boys look into it. I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth. So you admit it, you were aware of who Mr. Frost really was. I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halik. Imagine his entries in a confectionery contest were his final legacy, a great man like that. And be honest, did you ever enter Mr. Frost's room at any point? What? Why are you asking me that? The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken. Oh, I must have gotten it mixed up with the other one Samson took during the judging. I'm afraid I found that rather hard to believe. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging, and that you had to charge the camera since before Mr. Tangara had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room, so she took extra pictures. She was in the room. That's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body. I suppose so. This suggests that you took only 2 pictures with the new film, one of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise. You do? Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption Miss Bound only took 2 pictures? The instant camera.
Take that!
The camera? You gave the picture of the body to the police, and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me. Oh, and you gave us that picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth, too. 3 photographs in total, and yet the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining. Out of a total of 20, you took more pictures, and I want to know what of. Hi! I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you were really up to. I'm so sorry. I confess, I've been lying to you. Huh. These are all shots of Frost's room. I'm so sorry. Looks like he took pictures of his work from every possible angle. And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me. It was you? It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was. You are? Why? Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Halik's work, as you know. I was petrified that they might be ruined. What with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity. And how did that make them melt? I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing. Why didn't you plug it back in? By mistake, are you sure? I didn't notice it at the time, but well, how could I have been so careless, as to cause the loss of his final masterpiece? That seems a little too convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it. I don't either. But I'm not in a position to refute it either. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth. What he said. No hard feelings, Miss Bound. Thank you. Mr. Edgeworth. Picture's yours. Hope it helps. 2 photos, one from Bound, one from Detective Bad. Oh, great. Mr. Scumbag here again.
Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation.
Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless.
It seems you don't know when to shut up either, but I commend you on your stubbornness.
Mr. Von Karma, I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What? What's the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry. And to you, Mr. Gusto.
No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Von Karma agrees.
Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You weren't into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why.
Sure, I was. Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Judy Bound, you're coming with me. I have reason to believe that you are an accomplice of the accused, Samson Tangara.
No, I
will be interrogating you personally, so you had better get your story in order.
I understand. Wait, please. I'm not done questioning for myself.
And you think I care because? Bad Gusto, and you, Scone. I have questions for all of you. I expect answers. Fine by me.
Oh, you could at least ask nicely, mannequins. He took literally everyone with him. Indeed. Well, I suppose that means that there's little point in us hanging around either. Perhaps it's time we get going anyway. It's rather late. Hope the snow has let up. You're right, home time. Guess my stomach's in agreement too. Alright, let's go grab a burger, before my own stomach starts grumbling too. Sounds good to me. Let's go, eat up and rest up. We'll need to be fighting fit for tomorrow. We will indeed. And our first port of call will be Mr. Tangaro. Oh, okay. So it ends right here then. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. If you did, do drop a like, and I will see you guys on the next one. This case is getting really strange. Like, the flashbacks 18 years ago, and then, you know, the present time. It's really good connecting it all together, but I guess we'll see what the hell is going on in the next part. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.